Christians undertake fasting for a variety of deeply spiritual reasons, rooted in both biblical examples and church tradition. Here are some of the key motivations. 1. Seeking God and spiritual growth. Drawing near to God. Fasting is seen as a way to set aside worldly distractions, including the fundamental need for food, to focus more intently on prayer and seeking God's presence. It's an act of humility and dependence on God rather than earthly sustenance. Deepening relationship. By intentionally denying a physical need, Christians can cultivate a greater awareness of their spiritual hunger and a deeper longing for God. Spiritual discipline. Fasting is a spiritual discipline that helps develop self-control and strengthens one's ability to resist other temptations. 2. Repentance and humility. Expressing sorrow for sin. In both the Old and New Testaments, fasting is associated with mourning and repentance for personal or communal sins. It's a way to demonstrate sincerity and a desire for forgiveness. Humbling oneself before God. Fasting can be an act of humbling oneself before God, acknowledging dependence and seeking His mercy and grace. 3. Seeking God's guidance and wisdom. Discernment. Christians may fast when facing important decisions or seeking God's will in a particular situation. It's believed that fasting can sharpen spiritual discernment and make one more receptive to God's guidance. Seeking wisdom and understanding. Fasting can be coupled with prayer for wisdom, insight, and understanding of God's purposes. 4. Expressing grief and mourning. Times of loss. Fasting has historically been a way to express deep sorrow and grief over loss, whether personal or communal. 5. Seeking deliverance and protection. Times of trouble. In the Bible, individuals and communities fasted to seek God's intervention, protection, or deliverance from danger or difficult circumstances. 6. Preparing for ministry and important tasks. Empowerment. Jesus fasted for 40 days before beginning His public ministry. Similarly, Christians may fast to prepare themselves spiritually for specific tasks or ministries, seeking God's empowerment and blessing. 7. Identifying with Christ's suffering. Lent. Many Christians observe a period of fasting during Lent, the 40 days leading up to Easter. This practice often symbolizes Jesus' 40-day fast in the wilderness and is a way to identify with His suffering and sacrifice. Important considerations. Motive. The primary motive for Christian fasting should be to draw closer to God and seek His will, not for outward show or to manipulate God. Health. It's important to consider one's health and consult with a doctor before undertaking any significant